La, 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 la. Good
Okay,
morning, good
the
afternoon, and
point
good
that I
evening.
was trying to make was that a technological solution, it's very nice, it's very flashy, but unless you have the personnel to actually watch people's backs, the technology is kind of useless. Back to you, Johnny, as you make a proper introduction.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to this rather prompt uh, Living World of Darkness right across New York scene, which sees Defrag and Alan Stewart and Sam Sullivan and Little Miss Moonface sitting by the reservoir talking about all manner of interesting subjects. Um, Drinking, and Brian holds his liquor had to run off for God only knows what reason, probably Fiona reasons. And there you go, scene start. Go, Alan, keep going, keep going.
Ellen, at this moment, will go ahead and start to turn towards Sam, actually, and say, well, you're a newcomer to the SEP, but you've been here for a few days at least. From your scant perceptions, what do you believe that this SEP needs?
He lights up in his eyes, and the phrase that goes across his mind is scant perceptions. But he'll humor Alan. What does this sept need? He'll think carefully for a moment. What does this sept need? I think what this sept needs is a greater clarification between the elders and the tasks that are at hand. It's very disorganized, is what I'm trying to say. In my opinion, the sept is very disorganized. But I am used to a German sept. I come from the sept of the night sky. It's wholly different. Maybe even unfair to compare to. And I don't think that there is. I think that there is individually there are people who are paying mind to the spirits, but I do not believe that the spiritual needs of the sept of are being met. But there are not many theurges in the sept, comparatively.
Fair enough, fair enough. If you're really concerned about the spiritual well-being of the Sept, I know that many of the keepers are actually theurges. There are two of which that I can point you out to. That not all of them, but two of them I would point out to you. One of them happens to be Katori, a Fostern Uctena lupus. He is quite skilled and has come up with some fantastic ways to bail our ass out of the fire. The other one happens to be a lupus by the name of Like Falling Snow, or Licks Your Face, or as we've gone ahead and started calling him Grass the Impossible. He is a Silverfang Fostern lupus, but is also of the Crescent Moon. These are the two that I would like you to see you reach out to. And of course, there's always the Fiona lupus chases the storm. Although chases the storm, every, every time I meet the right master, I'm never sure who I'm actually seeing. It's like his personality changes radically with each visit.
I I have seen this behavior in Fiona before. A smile. But tell us, Elder, what do you think the sept is like?
We're not questioning me at the moment. We have not gotten through all the rest here. Defrag, you've been here like a few hours. What do you think?
I can't rightfully answer that. I haven't seen enough of, met enough people, seen enough uh, to know what the sept might need. Uh, yeah, I don't know.
All right, then to you, I would just say keep your eyes open. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open and your ears open as well. More often than enough, newbies tend to run their mouths way too much and get their ass shot off. I know it happened to me once or twice before. Alright then. Moonface, what do you think this step needs?
I don't know. It's a tricky time to ask that in the wake of last night. My nerves are a little shot.
I'm sorry to hear that. Were you close to the fallen one?
She just kind of gives him a look. It's not like a reproving look, it's thoughtful. No, not. He was my brother as much as anyone here. It's not a question of my personal loss. I'm still digesting.
If I may, Rhea, the death was rather violent. It was quite something to behold, and the entire situation was rather sobering.
Fair enough. I did ask for people to take a break, take at least a day before retelling stories of that day, and I'm not going to push it, but if you feel comfortable here talking to me about it, feel free to.
How do you take criticism?
How do I take criticism? Depends on the day.
Today?
Alright, fairly well.
Then may I offer you a critique?
Go ahead.
I believe that your actions last night were not wise. It is my job as a theurge to point out that which we know best, which is sometimes wisdom and spiritual needs of people and the people. And when you are dealing with a pack, it is fresh from battle, and it is fresh in their minds before their mind has had time to process what they have seen and taken the time to filter out the bits that may have been a bit too much for their minds to handle. I understand that you were probably thinking of the zeitgeist. He starts going over a couple of German words, and he'll say, "So no translation." I know you were probably thinking of the well-being of the group, but it is imperative that when one comes back from such actions, that the report is made immediately, and that the people that have taken part have a chance to express themselves, because in part that also helps them to process what they have seen. It is why in the military, and again, I can speak to this from knowledge, people are debriefed immediately and not the day after.
The debrief was made with the one pack mate that I truly thought to give me the most elaborate and most detailed responses, but I will go ahead and remember your advice for next time.
Now let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Was that mission, that operation, not in Ziambra?
Yes, it was in the Umbra.
And you didn't think to debrief the theurge, the only theurge who had gone on the operation?
Sam, if you wish to submit a report to me at some point or another, feel free to do so.
All I'm saying is, if you are the wonderful, you are the one that people have to report back to. It is something you may need to keep in mind for later. And he ends it simply at that.
Fair enough.
Oh, actually, oh no, hold on. It's not that he ended it. That he'll reach into his bag, and he'll pull out an envelope, and he'll hand it. He'll hold it up to Alan.
He'll take it.
He'll say, "There's my duty."
Fair enough. He goes ahead and puts it into his back pocket. Thank you for submitting your report. Anything else?
No, just an observation.
A theurge who writes reports. That will be exciting.
Yeah, have a try.
Defrag, where are you from?
I just arrived from Silicon Valley in California.
That's near my hometown. I'm from San Francisco.
Nice. I've been to San Francisco more times than I can count.
If you need anything, let me know.
I thank you. He looks over at Sam. He's like, I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Toby, also known as Defrag Glasswalker.
Okay, now he stops looking offended. Quickly drop. He'll smile. And he'll say, Samuel Sullivan. I have known as Voice of Thunder, visage of fight.
Pleasure.
Pleasure is mine.
Sorry, I've been a bit of sensory overload. I think you guys in the last few hours. I think I've met about 12 or 13 people. I'm trying to take in everything and assimilate all the information that I've been receiving and processing it properly. And I apologize if my manners have been off to any of you. It's overwhelming right now. The city is much larger than I thought it might be.
Right? Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
Maybe it would help you if you looked at the city instead of a whole, looking at the different areas of the city and focusing on that. Harlem, Upper West Side, Central Park. And because if you think about it, the world is quite big. But if you focus on the one area you are in, and you think, okay, now I am in Harlem, and push out everything else, it is not quite so big. Harlem is
Moonface is grinning. It's still pretty fucking big.
It is a good point, though, and I will take that into mind. Thank you.
of course. He'll kind of give Moonface a friendly little shoulder bump.
So, Alan,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think the SEP needs? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but
What does this SEP need? The SEP needs, from the bottom to the top, a sense of community. It needs to be much more expansive than the SEPT grounds. It needs to touch each and every SEP member on some sort of level. From there, it's got to bleed over to all the kinfolk that we go ahead and shepherd and walk with. And from the kinfolk, it has to spread all into the city. For far too long, people have started considering the Sept as simply the Sept of the Green, simply Central Park. But every single person that has Garu blood running through them, it extends from the set to each office out there in central or town hall, each corporation, each charity work. It has to spread. This community has to spread. If we do not spread, then there's just simply no reason. If we do not spread, then we will not see the dangers before they hit us at our grounds.
How do we do this while protecting the veil?
This is what kin are for.
so you think we need more kin?
We need simply more influence within this city. We need to be more involved. We cannot sit here in the Umbra within the Sept and say it is okay, that this is as much as we ought to do. No, 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 no. We should be out there in every strata of this city. We need an ear, we need an eye everywhere. Well, as much as possible. This is what kin should be doing. This is why we have them, to help us interact with the world, to help us retain some type of control. We are corralled here with a bunch of the Weaver influence around us. We need to have eyes and ears where the Weaver has its worst webs. Otherwise, our enemies of the worm take over those places and use them as an advantage point to attack us.
And how did the kinfolk accept you?
They're sort of mixed. They really are.
I have heard that there was a kinfolk that died recently.
It's always tragic when that happens, isn't it?
Moonface looks uncomfortable. Now the conversation has gotten uncomfortable.
Hey, he ends it there. I ain't talking about my character at a game.
Mm-hmm.
Just fit there.
I remember.
Uh-oh, I think we lost him.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I could start doing commercials if you wanted.
Go for it.
Is your life in shambles? Do you find yourself often wanting for more? Are you in a position where your job, family, home, just not adding up? Pentex, the company that cares.
Apologies. I didn't mean to do that. Where did I last see you off?
I don't know.
You said I seem to remember.
Alright. I seem to remember that during the 3 battles for Long Island, the kinfolk were instrumental for defending the Sept while the Garu are away. I encourage you to ask about those stories, but like I said, I must away. Apologies and good evening, T-Frag. Good evening, Sam. Moonface, it's always a pleasure to see you again.
Night, Alan.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I'll nod at him. I have learned something about this sect.
Oh, yeah?
You cannot ask people for information directly. I think I'm at the Shadow Lord sect.
What?
You would think I am at the Shadow Lord sect, but the fact that no one will speak of anything directly. If you address anything to anyone in this sect, nobody will answer you. It's as though they are afraid to speak their mind.
Oh, no. You think so?
Ah.
Hmm.
No wonder there is no sense of community. One talks to each other.
I think people talk. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just hard to tell at first.
Maybe it's hard to tell. That is possible. But I am also going by what I have seen in others. But maybe you're right. I will not discount that you could be.
And keep in mind, it's been a hard couple of days. I don't really know how long you've been here, but it's been a hard couple of days.
I've been here since Monday. I got here Monday morning. No, Friday. I'm sorry. I got here Friday. Saturday night. Ugh!
It's been a long week.
I'm still adjusting.
Are you both staying on the Sept grounds?
No, I'm staying with my pack now.
No, I have a place just off South Grounds, about 7 blocks away.
Before that, I was staying with my parents.
Your parents are in town?
Yeah, I moved here with them.
Oh, are they staying?
Yeah. We moved from Germany to come here. I have lived my entire life in Germany.
Oh, well, that's great.
Did I not tell you how I ended up here?
No.
I just went. Oh, when I was born, I was fresh from my mother's womb. I was adopted, and my mother took me, and my father. They were members of the military in the army. And 3 months after I was born, my father had a chance to take a position in Lansford in the base medical center. And so my father, he had my mother transferred. She's a pediatrician, and my father is a surgeon. And we moved to Germany, the army. And I grew up in Landstuhl. And Landstuhl is towns maybe 9,000 people, even with the biggest U.S. medical center in Europe in this town. So it's a very small community, and it was still very German. I had to go to German school, and all my friends are German. And my parents, they speak English at home, but culturally I grew up German. And I grew up between Ramstein, Cape Town, France, I went all over Germany. But about 2 months ago, my father says to me, he says, Sam, I've retired now, and I want to move back to America. And I was like, oh, you're going to America? And he says, well, maybe you might like that more because you are Native American. You have been living your entire life in Germany.
Are your parents, are either of them Guru?
No, they are kinfolk. They are children of Gaia tribe. But again, I am adopted.
Did you say they're children of Gaia?
No, the mother, my mother and my father are kinfolk to the children of Gaia, but they do not they do not know they were kinfolk until I changed.
Oh, do they know now?
Mm-hmm. Now they know.
Good. That's wonderful.
But they do not have the ability. Well, first off, they are older. They are beyond childbearing years now. But my mother is she's infertile. She cannot have children. That's why they adopt. My family is from they are when I say this word, nobody understands me. Gullah, you know the Gullah people.
No.
He thinks for a second. Afro-Caribbean people in South Carolina, the island.
I've never been to South Carolina.
There's an island in South Carolina, and it has heavy Afro-American roots and they're called the Gullah people. My parents are Gullah.
Oh.
Which very much confuses people when they see me, a Native American boy with 2 African American parents. I smile big. And then I open my mouth, and German comes out.
Yeah, that's a tangled web.
And then I tell people I am gay. At that point, they think I'm joking.
I can see that one.
So, tell me, what about you?
I'm a child of Gaia. I grew up in San Francisco. Came out here to go to law school. And so far, I like it.
But, like he rolls his head for a second. Discipline with a specialty. What specialty of law?
I'm studying environmental law. I started out with geology, studying geology, and realized that there's not much you can do without the legal background to enforce it.
I thought about going into law, and then I realized I don't give a damn about the subject beyond appreciating it. My dad was like, "Why don't you become a lawyer?" And I said, "I don't like the subject."
Do you study, or are you dedicated to your spirits?
I have a blue collar job.
What do you do?
I'm a metal worker.
Oh, that makes sense.
But also, Well, I dedicate myself to my spirits.
Defrag, do you have a day job?
No, not per se. I earn my money through a few different ways. Mostly,
She just kind of grins because fucking glasswalkers.
He'll look right at her, by the way. Like, Sam looks her dead in the face and goes, "You see what I was saying? You see?"
mostly through doing independent computer work, including websites and other stuff.
As a note, if your character looks like that, I'm gonna fucking hit on him. I'm gonna hit on him right now, I swear to God.
Looks like what?
Looks like this sexy ass one right here. Put the picture in the chat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you gonna get hit on in about 3 seconds.
Jeez, from angry to him to hitting on him in just half a scene.
Whatever, hate breeds love, okay?
It's all passion.
It's all passion in the end. So yeah, he'll say, he'll kind of smile at Moonface because he was being elusive and didn't give a straight answer, and he was like, "You see, you see." Just say it, my Sam. You are right.
Sam, you are right.
Smile big.
Oh, I'm out. She
But
lifts her beer.
He'll reach into his pocket and he'll pull out his flask and hand it to her. Did I just correct one of my elders?
No, I'm a Cleath.
Not you. Alan.
Did you correct him?
You think I'm going to get in trouble for what I said?
No.
Okay, good.
Okay, I want to show you guys something, but not because Brian told me to. He reaches into his what looks like a messenger bag at his side, and pulls out what looks like a mouse's like a mask, like that looks like the face of a mouse.
Moonface is meanwhile sniffing the flask warily. She's come to be wary of people's flasks.
It's Jack Daniels.
No, he's not stealthy at that at all. But
It's Jack Daniels honey. No, actually no, that's Silly Jerry. I'm sorry. That's Silly Jerry.
he does it successfully. You guys are looking at him 1 second, and then he's gone.
If he got stuck in between, I could get him out.
Nope.
No, I know he says that in game though.
Oh, God.
Do you look for him?
Yes.
Right where he was standing, there's a little white mouse.
Oh.
Sam is going to put a little hedgehog down by him. A little living hedgehog. He's going to put it right down by him.
Huh.
Sniff, sniff. Play, play, play. Wait, are hedgehogs cannibalistic?
Mouse does this to you guys.
The mouse is waving. The fuck?
I think he changed into a mouse.
Reaches up, takes
No
off.
shit.
Reaches up, takes off the mask, and it's him again.
Oh no, go back, go back, go back.
He leans down and picks up the hedgehog and starts petting it.
It'll snuggle him. That's his good one. So
Well, I've never seen somebody do that before. Can you, like, run around mouse-sized? Or do you just look mouse-sized?
No, I actually take on all the characteristics of a mouse.
Well, you're in the right place. Great white mouse is our totem.
I use that to. I've used that to some good use.
But you'd be offended if I told you I wanted to carry you around in my pocket just so I could say that I have some with you.
Just as long as you don't put, just as long as you don't put me in a ball and go, defrag, I choose you.
His face lights up. You know, one time I did that with a talon. Oh, nod.
Oh no.
I bound a Pokemon spirit into a Pokeball and used it to fight for me.
Cool.
Oh, you might be a terrible person.
I might be, but I had a Ragabash make a bet with me for a challenge that I could not make him laugh.
Oh,
I bound Rapidash.
did it work?
Yeah, of course it worked. It's me.
See,
That
I
wasn't
can,
it. No.
I can do that binding thing. I've been taught how to do binding, but I can't speak to spirits. Kind of makes it a little difficult.
You want to learn how to speak with spirits?
I would love to learn how to speak with spirits.
In this game, can Garu teach other Garu how to do gifts, or do you have to go to spirits?
You can, but you have to be very careful about doing it because you can insult the spirits.
So Sam,
And
if you want, I can take you to the spirits to show you how to do it.
That would be cool. Because I'm getting to the point where I can learn. Like I have I have the rights necessary to make talents, but without being able to speak to the spirits, it's hard to get them to become bound voluntarily. You know what I mean?
Why don't we go talk to the right master? I have to speak to him anyway, and you and I can talk to him about seeing if we can get you that gift sooner than later.
Yay.
while you two do that, I'm gonna go back to my studying. It was nice to meet you both, though.
His jaw drops. You wound me deep.
What?
You wound me deep.
Out of character, what did you say?
He
You wound me deep.
How?
He the look on his face lights up. And he gives her that look of, now I'm going to be vague. Now I'm not going to give you a direct answer. He'll just grin at her mischievously.
She starts picking up bottles, so that no bottles are being left behind. Well, then I guess you'll have to comfort yourself on your own.
That sounds kind of, well then. I'm gonna be like, well,
I give straightforward answers.
I have noticed you give straightforward answers. I think it is in a contract obligation with my tribe when you join, we cannot give straightforward answers.
Oh. Well then, I hope your wounds aren't very, very deep.
So deep, I don't even know how I'm going to survive. Oof, he'll kind of fall back on the floor, like flop back, playing dead.
Defrag, I don't suppose you're a healer.
I am not, unfortunately.
Only true love's kiss can wake me.
Sorry?
He says only true love's kiss can wake me.
I don't know any gay kinfolk.
You know, in this set. Nah, let's not ask that. He'll kind of smirk. No, actually, it's not a bad subject to ask. He'll sit up, and he'll say, what is the set's opinion on if Tugaru cannot produce a metis of relations between them? Like if I found another Garu and fell in love, but he was a man. Or like, let's say if someone fell in love with like an infertile Garu, or like like a metis, you know?
Well, now she looks super, super uncomfortable.
I only asked because you are one of the Philodox of the Sept.
I haven't asked the general opinion, but Garu shall not mate with Garu.
Mating implies that there's a child involved.
Do you think so?
Yes. If you cannot produce a child and there's no threat of a metis, then what slight have you taken against Gaia? Especially if, in doing so, you make yourself more available, because as most people do, to the kinfolk who would either not be in a relationship, or, like myself, are more prone to their own kind. By that I mean gender. He'll lean in.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Why is that? Brow furrowed.
I don't think you'll get the answer you want from me.
I want your answer. I can handle whatever it is. If you don't want to give it, that is on you. But you can tell me. Do I come across as particularly sensitive?
I say that Garu should not mate with Garu even if there are no children. That's too much heart in one place. Too much passion and blood. It's not safe, and it's not wise.
Do you think it should be punishable? He's kind of like laying back on his hands.
I don't know. I hope no one ever puts that case to me.
I can imagine with your position how it might be valid.
And now the silence is awkward. She
Did
kind of
say
stands
that?
there. No, she doesn't say that. She just kind of stands there waiting to see if there's anything else.
He'll jump up, and he'll kind of put a hand on her shoulder, and he'll say, I will be a little more free this weekend. Perhaps we should speak again on less heavy subjects.
Or at least different heavy subjects.
If you like. I don't
If
want
either
to
of you need anything, I haven't been here that long, but I can help you find stuff.
Of course.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Moonface.
You too. Take care. Have a good night, both of you.
You too. Goodbye.
And she heads off with the box.
He'll look at Defrag.
Oh, it's been a long day.
Has it?
Yep.
I almost got told off for my general state of being.
Sorry, I didn't get what you said out of character.
He says, I almost got told off for my general state of being.
Okay.
Being he'll just actually shrug and stop himself, and it's not important. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, out of character. I'm having a hard time hearing.
It's fine. He said he just shrugged, and he decided not to talk about it instead. Like it's one of those things where you get the feeling that he doesn't feel like unburdening or opening up about something he's not sure that the other person wants to talk about, and so he's just choosing to drop it instead.
Ah, okay.
If your character asks about it, that's a different story, but he's dropping it on his end under the pretension that your character might not want to hear about it, so he's just dropping it instead.
Yeah, he just doesn't know you, so he wouldn't.
Exactly. Same thing with him. He doesn't know your character well enough to continue going on.
Oh, she actually left. How dare her?
Yeah, the character is gay. I mean, he's somewhat flexible, but he's gay, and And so that's what they were talking about. But so he'll basically kind of say, why don't we go find the elder? Why don't we go find the Dark Master? Come on.
Sure, sounds good. Excuse me, holy crap, I just burped as I came to the mic.
You're fine. And he'll walk with your character for a little bit. So um from San Francisco, the Silicon Valley. I don't. It's going to sound crazy, but I don't know American geography that well.
Oh, 1 second, I'll give the exact location. Yes. Yes, it's part of San Francisco. It's the southern part of San Francisco, where most of the what you may have heard as internet startups and all the stuff concerning like computers and the internet and stuff like that. That's where a lot of the big wigs are from.
I have to admit, I don't have much experience with your tribe. They are not looked upon very friendly in Germany.
Really?
But for a reason uh, you may not know.
I have no idea.
What was that again?
Yeah, I have no idea why people in Germany wouldn't like us.
But it's more the tribes, and it's because the glasswalkers have a lot of experience with uh, the spirits in the technology of the Weaver and in technology. But um, technology can also be used for obviously convenience. And there are lots of times the glasswalkers know how to appease the spirits of technology and how to deal with the spirits of technology and to not neglect the other spirits. But there are many people who are not glasswalkers, who, surrounded by lots of glasswalkers, will pay attention to convenience and to things of instant gratification nature, which is not quite such a concept that in Germany is very embraced. And they will forget the spiritual needs of their. They rely too heavily on technology, not the spirits, when they are not glasswalkers. It's hard to explain.
See, it's funny that there are quite a few that seem to have problems with our technology affinity. But if you think about it, at one, is your character actually wearing a hairband or something, holding hair back or anything?
He's holding he's wearing he's wearing like an elastic.
All right. Now, the thing in your hair to hold it back. That is a technology that was once unknown. It's a plastic. The cell phone you use to keep in communication, that's a technology. It's not just about convenience. It's about being able to communicate over vast different distances. It's about being able to ensure that we survive. The more that if you think about humanity's growth in technology, once they all came together into city states, things started to have to change. So the ideas of things started spawning technology, and as the minions of the worm spread corruption across humanity, the technology is going to be is used against us. I know there are those of us that are incredibly fast, but do you see that point over there that's about a mile away?
My vision is not quite there.
There are weapons that can shoot at us from that distance, and there's no way we could get to that point fast enough to be able to stop them from shooting at us. We can do other things to avoid it, but technology like that can only be answered by similar technology. We use technology to ensure that technology like that has a counter. We use it to counter. Some of the fiercest fighters I've ever seen is a Glasswalker Arun. The ability to both use the strength of our kind with the strength of technology.
And that is what I good, and I agree with you. My concern again comes when the spirits are ignored.
When the spirits are what? Sorry,
Ignored.
I don't ignore spirits. I can't speak to them, but when I am capable of speaking to them, I would not ignore them. And we have theurges just like the rest of the people, and they communicate with the spirits just the same as any other theurge.
And that is what the problem is. You see, glasswalkers have the ability to interact with technology and spirits, but there are others who try to take the convenience of the glasswalkers without the combined spiritual knowledge of the glasswalkers and neglect the spirit of both technology and the Tellurian. Also, I have found, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, and I don't mean to be rude, but this is an observation. It seems as though to glasswalkers nothing else exists in the world but being glasswalker. They are a very fanatical tribe.
I can't really describe it. I can't really describe it. Like I've lived my entire life sitting at computers doing computer stuff since I got my first computer when I was like 5 years old. I've always been around computers. My parents worked in the computer field. My grandparents my grandparents may have even been involved in starting the computer field. I don't know, but it has never been a convenience. It's been it's been a lifestyle. It's what I'm good at, and the Glasswalkers help, and it's a group of like-minded people. So I mean, if you took me and my ability to use computers and stuck me with the Shadow Lords, for instance, I would have possibly spanned out in a couple of other areas, but I'd still be primarily a computer technology specialist. Doesn't mean I don't get in touch with my animal side. It doesn't mean I ignore my animal side, and it doesn't mean I don't enjoy a freaking good hunt every now and again. It just means that my heart and soul still lies in the computers.
So how did you get your garden?
Sorry?
How do you get your garden?
Defrag, yes. It's a hacker name. Like I said, I am a systems infiltration specialist, aka a hacker. It's a really fancy title for a hacker, and I'm damn good at it. Like I cut through Emmett's defenses on his phone like they weren't even there. So I mean, that's how I got my name. It's constantly working with computers, always working on a computer, helping teach people how to use the computer, repairing a computer, Defrag itself, just, I don't know, it just stuck for some reason. I'm not 100% sure where it came from, but somebody gave it to me and I've run with it, so.
I'll smile. I wonder where the right master is.
I don't know.
Poke his head around looking for him. Oh, Robert. Jesus y Cristo, Robert. Join the scene.
Did you give him the right link? You didn't give him the link to the other one, did you?
I mean, I can small talk with your character all day, but eventually he's gonna start flirting with him if I don't watch out. Character's kind of hot. We'll just walk with him. How old are you?
Me, I'm 18.
Finally! Yes! Oh, kind of, oof. Somebody is younger than me. I'm starting to feel like the baby of the set.
Yeah, he's straight. Just poke about and poke about and poke about. And keep poking about. And, god dang it, Josh, you're not the fucking right master! Wait. Isn't it standard procedure for when he comes in just to punch Brian in the face?
I ain't punching him in the face. Holy shit, no. Do we come across Brian again?
Oh, yeah, that's a dude.
Okay. Sam will actually
Oh.
stop. He'll see it. They've been walking, and Sam will stop.
Oh, Brian, you missed it. They got to see it. He's still holding the hedgehog. Brian's on mute again.
He's jerking off.
Brian is on you. Because I'm in a fucking laundromat with 13 loads of laundry going.
Jesus Christ, is there only like 3 of you? So yeah, he'll look at Brian and he'll say we are looking for the right master. Will you help us?
No, you don't even know her. I heard that the action switched hands from Chase at the Storm not too long ago, but I haven't even met this new one yet. No, wait. No. It's the Master of the Challenge that changed. No, it's still right. No, yeah. If you're looking for Chases to Storm, you can probably be finding him closer to the castle.
You're coming with us, okay? He'll kind of drag him along. He'll turn to.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I got this. Oh, okay, fine.
He'll look at Defrag, by the way. And he's like, I have a question.
42.
When you hear the both of us talking, how hard is it to understand?
Sorry?
When you hear me and Brian talk, how hard is it to understand us? When the both of us are talking to each other.
I can cut through most of his accent. Yours is a little more difficult, though.
That's because it's superior. He'll bounce his eyebrows. But Brian, I have a question for you.
Wait, go ahead.
I actually wanted to know what your opinion was.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Used to be pass card.
Why won't you tell me?
Because I like having people as being me friends. And I find when I give me opinion, I either get clocked upside the head, or I've pissed somebody off. So, just let's not press the matter, aye?
I can assure you that if you told me your place, you would not find a fist upside your head. I would just listen to you. It is your
Aye,
opinion.
that's what they all say. And then thwack! There I am, laying on the ground, a big knot in me head, yet again.
Why don't you try me? Do you mind if I roll persuasion?
Oh,
Like a charisma, fucking maybe like empathy or subterfuge or something?
oh no, don't do this, come
So
on.
curious. He wants to know. He wants to know your inner
Uh,
secrets and thoughts, Josh. Come
no.
back. You had to come back.
Just clock him up the back of the head. No.
You know what? I
Just
could,
get me
yeah, I
cleared
could
over
threaten to
with.
beat your ass for not telling me. Actually, no.
Actually, that suggestion was to him.
Oh my
Wouldn't that
God.
just be fucking irony at its finest?
Fucking nice. I actually failed though. Um, he's like, oh,
Yes!
fine, keep your secrets. I am a shadowlord. I can respect that.
Oh, yeah, it's not that to be keeping secret. It's just, like I said, we just met and first impressions are hard to break.
Look, if you
Oh
told me
my
that
god, it's a Robert.
if you personally told me that you think I am going to march straight to the gates of hell because I decide to fuck faggots, I won't care. He'll shrug. You can tell me you think it's an abomination of God. I am from Germany. If you think the LGBT community is accepting in Germany, I don't know what to tell you.
Uh, I,
But tell me,
how about that local football team?
it's not local football team. All of it is bad. He'll kind of playfully like as a show of camaraderie, he'll kind of gently punch Brian on the shoulder to let him know that cool, it's fine.
Did anybody see that latest Tarantino movie?
It's not
Well,
watched it.
there was a Robert.
Hi, Robert. We miss you.
He's gone.
Bye, Robert. That was just a tease. That was an STs. Get it? STs? Whoa!
Grown.
Robert, I have a really quick question.
Hmm.
Who is your overlays picture?
Hmm.
Like when you throw up the picture, like what's the picture for your like when you go off screen type shit?
It's Craig Horner. Why?
I was just wondering who it was because it looks like it's a vision that I have for one of my characters. It matches his appearance. Yeah. So we're going to Fianna Castle to find the right master. We can hit on him too.
No. No kidding was involved in that.
He's that cute enough. So yes.
the right master is just huge.
Oh, so maybe I might want to rethink this. Gotcha. No, we're headed for there. We're headed for the Fianna Castle to find the right master. Get the storyteller. He decide when he appears.
So we get up to the Fianna Castle, and trying to look at the other two and go, "Oh, why don't you just cool your ears here for a second? Let me make sure that it's well, copacetic to be bringing in the house, you know. You don't want to wake mom and pa, as it were." And he slips into the castle, and I'm gonna Robert, I'm gonna find me one of them ding dang old kinfolk that be wandering around this place, and I'm gonna send them to tell the right master that I'm here, and that a couple people, the two new arrivals of the Sept want to make themselves known to him.
I'm nowhere near the newest new arrival.
All right.
I had absolutely no idea what he just said.
After walking around for a while in Belvedere Castle, you come across a female Fianna kinfolk.
Hey, how you doing? Brian said with his two appearance.
I'll take her home.
Where's you three? No, yeah, he's 3.
She's gonna give you a.
No, I did. That was not in Brian speak. It's clearly not Brian. Sorry. Uh, if I had my camera on, you would have seen. I forget that I don't have my camera on because I'm at a laundromat and I'm sucking up bandwidth like a motherfucker. But why? Good evening, so sorry to disturb. Is this one that I've seen before? I'm in the. I have a brewery in the castle. I'm in the castle often.
You've seen this one before. We'll say for the time being that she is one of Chase's kinfolk.
She's one of whose kinfolk?
One of Chase's kinfolk.
Perfect. Hey, Mom, Miss, pardon me. I've seen you about. I don't think I've rightly caught your name. You're one of. You're kin to Chase's, are you not?
Distantly.
Distantly. Well, I suppose proper introductions are. I'm sure you've seen me about as well. I'm I'm Brian O'Malley, the Cork O'Malleys. I am the one that's setting up Stag's Grace Brewery in the lower level there.
Ah, I had wondered who was. You can call me Una.
Sorry, say again.
You can call me Una.
Una. Well, Una, would you be willing to be doing me a favor and letting the Right Master know that the Sep's newest two arrivals be wishing to be making their presence known to him. I've brought them here, but not inside.
He isn't here.
He isn't here. Well, that's the first. Do you know where he is, Mom?
He's in the heart of the cairn.
He does anchor through the teeth suck thing, you know. Oh lordy, you know, Fridge, you know his location and whatnot. Do you know how long he might be being there? I don't think that's really a place to be needing to go bother chases the storm, Raya.
She checks a watch. He should be on his way back now.
Oh,
If you take them in the
perhaps.
van, you should be able to meet him halfway.
Perhaps we'll just wait for him outside and catch him there. He's bound to be coming this way. Oh, that's a rather good idea. Maybe he starts kind of just muttering to himself. Maybe we'll just go catch him as he's
Robert, I'm gonna message you on Facebook.
message all the messages. It goes, oh, thank you, Anna. It's lovely to actually finally meet your acquaintance proper. Perhaps I'll see you about a bit more now, eh?
Perhaps. And she
Good
gives
to
you a
see
little wink, and she walks away.
Yay. Yay, winks. Winks. You see that, guys? I got winked at. Hot shit. And, Brian
She
will
clearly
make...
had something in her eye.
Yeah, it was me. So I'm gonna exit the castle and go to the newbies. Oi, he's not here right now, but he should be on his way back. Doing important Right Master things, I'm assuming. So
Sam is playing with her.
we could either wait for him here, or we could go back to the Karen Heart. Probably catch him somewhere in the middle.
I think we can wait here.
That's what I was kind of thinking too.
I don't mind. I don't want the man to feel pressured.
Understood. And at that, Brian is going to be quiet and in deep thought for a second, while Josh actually changes over a buttload of laundry. So I'm here. I'm here, but I'm not here.
We don't believe that Brian can go into deep thought.
Hey, I've already been proving it.
He'll just kind of sit down politely. Robert, since you're the ST in the scene, the character is going to take out from his, he's got a bag at his side, and, like a messenger bag, and he'll kind of dig through it for a second, and he'll take out, like, a very small, like, literally, like, small, here's my fingers, small, like this big, clay dish,
Mm-hmm.
and, he'll set it down, like, on the steps of the castle, and, he'll take out his flask, and he'll pull out a little bit of awakened Sailor Jerry's, and he'll pour a measure of it into the little bowl, and he'll offer it to the spirits that are in the area, the little Fiona and the little drunky spirits and all of those good things. So he's just waiting for chases.
Roll me a charisma.
I'm gonna warn you, my rolls have sucked tonight. I might die.
Oh, charisma etiquette, really quick.
Let me check something. Haven't had to roll my etiquette yet. Who the fuck was it that says that nobody rolls etiquette in game? Thank the Christ I took high etiquette. Remind me, does supporter count in this?
Yes.
Thank you. I have the supporter merit. So, would Air of Confidence help for a specialty?
Does supporter let you support yourself?
No. You are supporting others.
Mm. Either way, does Air of Confidence count?
No.
Oh, I have 1, 2, 3 successes.
You pour out that measure, and as you do, a warm breeze comes by. Almost as if someone is caressing Sam's cheek.
He's actually in part offering the spirits as a token because he's about to ask a favor.
Mm-hmm.
And what he kind of gently whispers to the spirits in spirit speech. Do you just want me to write it to you in private on Facebook? Because it's kind of personal.
We do have, I know at least I have spirit speech, and I'm sitting right next to you.
Okay, that's true. He's asking the spirits because he'll say the prayer that he's offering is spirits of home and hearth. Please help me find someone to fill my heart. He's basically praying for a mate, and that he should have favorable blah-de-blahs soon. So that was his prayer as he's waiting.
Okay. But as I said, Sam feels a warm breeze, and only Sam feels a warm breeze as though there are fingers trailing across his cheek.
Yay! Thank you.
All right.
Like that.
So, as you guys are waiting, from the shadows surrounding Belvedere Castle, a lupus starts walking towards the steps.
Is this a lupus that I recognize?
You recognize this lupus, yes you do.
Would it be Chases the Storm?
It would be Chases a Storm.
Hey, how about that? I I elbow the other two of them as I would like to think that I'm sitting in between them. I elbow the other two in the ribs and I go, "Oh, look sharp there, boys.
Hmm?
Here he comes."
Would stand up.
And I'm gonna drop to the lupus cinematically because I'm on my phone and I'm not fucking rolling dice. And I'm not gonna roll over completely. But I will go to all fours and lay my head down low between my paws and sort of do the wolf equivalent of prostrating, as it were.
Chases' storm stops for a moment.
Sam will bow gracefully as well to him, very submissively and deferentially.
There is a moment of pause from Chases. He sits down and he eyes all three of you. And then you notice he turns to the bowl. He'll yawn. And his tongue will loll out for a moment.
It's Sailor Jerry's, by the way, if it matters. Awakened.
I know one of you, but I don't know the other two. Why are you sitting on my steps?
Chases the storm, Raya. Good to see you in this late hour. These two are the newest arrivals. They wish to be making themselves known to you, sir. I escorted them here to see if we could get audience with you. And I also have a small matter that I need your wisdom with, if you had time for me as well. But mainly to let these two make their right introductions.
He takes a deep breath. And what does a son of Crow want with a stag?
It would be rude of me to speak to such an esteemed ally without introducing myself. May I do that before I answer your question?
Continue.
My name is Samuel Sullivan. His voice is thunder, visage of lightning. I am a shadow lord, sailor. I come from the sept of the night sky. I am of the children of Crow.
And his eyes go to your character, Ian. And you.
I am Toby, back when I am also known as Defrag. I am a member of the Glasswalkers, Ragabash, Cleath, Hamid.
Now, please explain to me, because I don't think that all your purpose was to just introduce yourself when you could do so in a more proper hour.
I apologize if we caught you at a wrong time.
You caught me as I was going home to sleep, boy.
If it pleases you, we can return in the morning, or whenever you desire us to return.
Nah. If it was important, for you to chance annoying me. I owe you the chance to make your purpose known.
I seek to
I
learn.
look at him. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I seek to learn. I wish to learn to speak with the spirits that help us in our everyday life.
Really, boy? And you thought coming to me instead of speaking to that one? And his nose will flick over to Sam.
I did
It's the
speak to
best way to do it.
The look on Sam's face, by the way, is you spoke too soon. God damn it. He doesn't facepalm, but you can get that inward facepalm of
I did speak to him first, and he brought me to see you.
I think he is rather eager and has had a very long day, so therefore he does not understand the delicate nature of the matter, right, masters? I am so sorry. And he'll bow again and deferentially to him. I will make sure that he learns.
No, it's all right. If you wish, you have my permission to teach the boy to speak with spirits.
I came to ask you a question, but before I could ever dare to seek from you, I will first offer myself to your service.
You are a third. Your service is already expected.
He'll nod, understanding. I simply have two things that I need. One is information. The other is I need to learn a rite. I need a few, but right now I'm only focusing on one.
I'm already teaching one who is not of my tribe. So what do you offer in return?
Oh, I was not there to ask the Rite Master himself to teach me the rite. I just wanted your permission. You are due such deference. He looks sincere as fuck, by the way.
Learning, boy, is what our auspice is supposed to do. You don't have my permission, or you don't need my permission to learn. You only need my permission to do.
Ow.
Another respectful bow. The second thing that I needed to ask is a lot more. It's a subject that is much more deeper and requires great wisdom, which is why I come to you. The Sept is getting up to face a black spiral dancer of extreme power. I have heard through the spirits and through my knowledge of our people that there's a place, I think all know of it, that is called Erebus. I'm sure you are familiar. The Silver Rivers, it's a place of purification, and as I understand it, but I do not know very much on the subject, there is a ritual that enters somebody to Erebus. But I do not know of it. Even if there is, I have only heard rumors that there is a rite that allows one to be sent to Erebus. As I understand it, there is no escape from this ritual. You see, the Sept is thinking to attack this black spiral dancer we encountered last night. I thought we would throw much resources and manpower, and we would possibly make much harm into the Sept. It might possibly be better to send the black spiral dancer to Erebus.
Brian, in Lupus, audibly growls at this.
He'll kind of tilt his head and like furrow his brow, confused. Do you take forward the suggestion?
Brian's not speaking. It's not his place right now.
He'll kind of look back to Chase's then, kind of be confused.
I want you to think about this very carefully. If this black spiral dancer is as powerful as you think he is, don't you think that he would have a plan to deal with such a rite?
Can I be blunt? I don't think anyone has considered it. It is so simple. The thought to send somebody like that to Erebus. And there are so many who do not think about it. There are so many minions who won. The great legend Caesar. How many people suggest we think to send our own to Erebus that have become minorly corrupt, but nobody ever thinks to send the BSDs and the spirals. I have often asked why those that have been entered, who I think are the ones who possibly have known how to get there, why it is not spent more time filling the rivers with the black spirals. So that way, instead of destroying a warrior of Gaia, you are ensuring that you will have somebody who comes back cleansed. So I've asked why we do not, if the spirals can make it such a priority to throw us into the black spiral and succeed as well as they do, why do not we dedicate more time to taking spirals to Erebus? They do not, in any way, shape, or form, make excuses as to why they don't drag us to the spiral. We could say, oh, it takes up too much resources. Oh, it's too much time. There's nobody to do this. It's too hard. And yet more and more of our people are being thrown into the spiral. So, that is what I ask.
You know what the term redemption means, correct, boy?
I couldn't hear you out again.
Do you know what the term redemption means, boy?
Yes.
Do you understand? To achieve redemption, one must have the will to accept it.
Oh, but that is not what it takes to get into Erebus. You merely have to be worm-tainted. And if you spend all of creation until the end of time boiling in the silver rivers, at least you are not a threat to the nation.
Aye. But what happens if we send enough of them there who refuse redemption? We run the possibility of corrupting the one place that can save us.
Do you think that Paris can't handle it? Good. The rivers themselves, you are literally spending all of your time dying and being reborn almost in the same breath. But that is a philosophical question. That is not something that is important right now. What is important right now is I believe that this black spell dancer who is threatening the set is a perfect candidate for Erebus.
I want you to go discuss this with Victoria. Alright?
But the important part of why I come to you is because I needed to verify and make sure that there is a ritual that does this, yes? Please.
Aye, there is. It's a very costly ritual. So that is why I want you to go talk with the master, the mistress. I apologize for challenges. And we will discuss this no further until you have done so.
So, if I understand you correctly, you want me to speak to the right of the mistress of challenge and to Tori. He's waiting for confirmation, by the way, that that's who we wanted him to talk to.
Aye. Those who usually employ this rite are of her auspice, not mine.
I'll nod.
And you, and he'll look at Brian. I am perfectly capable of taking care of an inquiry without your input. But what was it that you wished to talk to me about?
He's gonna pop up to Hamid as a free action, as he can't use Hamid tongue in. I have no partial trans, so yeah, going to Hamid. Go up to Hamid and go, "Oh, honored elder, I have a bit of a problem on my hand, and I'm sure you already have been expecting me to become talking to you about this. I'm sure it's already reached your ears upon what I hold in me possession." And he gives him a raised eyebrow as to say, "Yeah, have you heard this?"
You get no response, just a stare.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. I know better by now. We plan for it. I want to keep it in tribe. For what it is one of the greatest items that our tribe makes, has, possesses, wields. We plan were to try and first, since it's already atoned to me, I'm sure I can speak to the spirit that resides within and find the name of the last who held it in its hands rightfully. I'm hoping to try and find someone who can summon the spirit of that person, so I can find who who the spirit wishes this grand treasure to make its way to next.
Hmm.
And if the spirit has no answer for me, or cannot be found, well then, I was thinking, a servant of Stag, I would like to pose the same question to. This isn't something I'll be taken lightly. And let me dispel any rumor which I've heard already buzzing about. I'm laying no claim to it for myself. As much as I wish it, and any of our blood would, I know I've got no right. Besides the fact that I was the one who found that it was I and me group who brought it back from the. So that even that, I don't think is enough to place it in me hands. At least not yet. So what I ask you is, do you wish to be part of this task of summoning the spirit? As I do wish to try and keep this in tribe, and if not, who would you have me ask?
So, I take it that you and Travis are done bickering like children.
Travis was
And as he says, like
relevant.
children, he places a paw on the earth. And at your feet, at Brian's feet, it's as if the sand starts to bubble, almost
Well,
like boiling.
that can't be good. But I've got a buttload of willpower, so I'm not gonna recoil from it. Unless I have to roll my willpower.
No.
Alright.
Anybody have spirit lore?
Oi,
Yeah,
doesn't do.
over. I do.
Roll spirit lore intelligence.
1 second.
Um,
I just
Hey,
don't.
girl. Roll this shit.
I can't remember if I had spirit lore on this or not.
hey Robert, would you roll me 3 dice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that, Robert. Look at it.
No.
Oh, that's sexy.
I
No,
know,
I've got
right? That is
I've got
fucking sexy.
Alright. So
I've got Umbral lore, not spirit lore, so no.
this is 3 dots. You got 1 success.
Hooray for me!
Alright.
Look at me, I'm helping.
Brian, you know that somebody just invoked a spirit charm.
Okay.
He's holding it back. Sam,
Yes, sir.
you know that somebody just invoked an earth elemental.
He gonna die.
Brian will answer his question without breaking gaze. And he goes, "Hi, Bear's Witness and I have eased the tension, as it were. He came upon me relieving myself of some aggression, and he kind of just cracks his knuckles at that. And you can see there's still actually a little bit of scarring where like newly regenerated skin is formed across his knuckles on every single finger, except the thumbs. And he was he was finally willing to hear me out on my ideas for what to do with it, and he agreed. He found no problem with the plans that I had formulated for getting it back into a proper hand. Or if he did, he sure as hell didn't tell me about it.
Right. can't tell you that your gesture is wrong. What I can tell you is that how you went about it. If I had to hear one more day of this stupidity, you'd be in a bug right now.
To me defense, I don't argue with you at all, Raya. But to me defense, Honored Elder, I never had any plans on keeping it for myself. And he just shrugged.
Aye, but you kept
Sometimes
it
people
this
don't
long.
just be wanting to hear words, even if they do come from the lower.
And with that, Defrags actually steps back out of the way because Ryan just interrupted him.
I didn't interrupt him on purpose. It's lag from me being on the phone.
No, I know, but still, it's.
Hmm.
Granted, sir.
I'll be
You
taking
go.
the axe from your possession. However, you will perform the ritual. You will learn how to summon the spirit of our ancestors. And you will find out what this spirit once done with his axe. Am I understood?
Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Sorry, phone. Weirdness. Weirdness with phone is weirdness with phone. So he responds. He responds more promptly than I respond in game. Of course, Raya. I'll go retrieve it forthwith.
No,
It's actually inside right now. And he just points to the castle.
fair enough. You know where my chambers are.
Oh, I thought
Is
I do, sir.
is there anything else that I can do for you?
Yes, if I might.
Yes,
I wish to learn the rite of cleansing, and in return.
boy, did you not hear what I told Sam here?
Sam, again, mentally fucking facepalms.
You don't need my permission to pick up a fucking book.
I think I will do this at the favor and keep this one near me for now. He looks like fuck. He will actually put his hand on your character's shoulder and go, "Get over here!" Not like vocally, but he like grabs you and pulls you close. I don't think you mind this, do you, Elder? No say to the Fianna Elder.
No, I don't.
I have, he'll just kind of roll his eyes and shake his head and say, I feel make it my, my priority to, help this one a little bit. Obviously, he needs some guidance. That's fine.
He nods. And with that, he's going to walk over to the clay bowl. You see him tilt his head, and he'll bend down, and he'll lap at the bowl for a little bit. You see him shake his fur and walk up the stairs and into the castle. As he gets to the top step, you see his form change into a Hamid, who's wearing brown leather pants. He's not wearing a shirt. His shoulders are covered in tattoos, and he has long silver and red hair.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually gonna cause Sam to be like, "Oh hell no." Okay, okay. It's internal. It's all inside, but that right there. Okay.
And he walks in.
He'll swallow.
Brian follows closely behind him as he's got an axe to hand over.
My
Sorry.
God. He'll say, "My God."
He'll turn and look at his fellow class and goes, "Well, Sam, do you think, yes, I've got shit to take care of. Have a good evening, you two. Keep him out of trouble. You keep him out of trouble. Keep each other out of trouble. Trust me, trouble's easy to get in this sept."
He'll nod. He'll turn to your character and as soft as he can, while trying to speak in a hushed voice, and look at your character and just go, "Oh my God, aye!" and just rub his face.
Out of character, seriously, he seemed to be like talking to you when he said that. It sounded like Chases the Storm was talking to you like that as another theurge. That's why he.
I know, but still.
And that's how Defrag would feel. It's. And out of character, that's way differently than the other Chases the Storms I've run into.
Yeah, he'll just kind of sigh deeply and shake his head, and he'll say,
It's tired and ornery, Chases the Storm. We just caught him on his way back from the heart of the cairn. It's not like he was just hanging out at the heart of the cairn."
he'll kind of sigh and just roll his eyes, and just say, he'll just say, "It would probably be a good idea, sure. Do you know the other glasswalkers of the set? Emmett, Dragos?"
I have met Emmett. I've been in communications with Emmett for a little while now.
I am going to introduce you to Dragos tomorrow. Do you want to learn rights? You're going to learn the rights from a fellow glasswalker.
Okay.
He'll just rub his face. Just be careful when you are speaking to someone who's so much older. My God. He'll just shake his head. He'll hand over like a slip of paper with his phone number on it. And he'll say, "Give me a call in the morning. I told Chases I would help you and watch after you. He's going to expect me to do it. Please. I don't want to have to come and find you. So give me a call, and I will find Dragos, and we will meet with you." Okay?
And I think we should call that a scene.
I will call that a scene. So thank you everybody for playing. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for all those good things. Bye bye.